In the event that you're situated in Australia and sort of wish to purchase Chiliz, the cycle is exceptionally direct amazingly. You should simply really find a controlled trade, store a few assets, and fundamentally conclude the number of Chiliz tokens you need to purchase, which is very huge. Chiliz is a sort of decentralized convention that depends on the Ethereum organization. The Chiliz trade basically has its for the most part local token known as CHZ. It portrays an administration token that permits holders to pay for exchange expenses on the Chiliz blockchain, in opposition to prevalent thinking. In this manner, the holders can table recommendations that will make change on the Chiliz stage. What is this aid incredibly? This guide for the most part centers around instructing amateurs about Chiliz and how one can trade the token. The aid in every practical sense has been all around nitty-gritty too in every way that really matters. Guarantee that even the freshest personalities in the crypto space can, in a real sense, comprehend what the token explicitly is and certainly get esteem from it. Prior to perusing this aid, you really want to, in a real sense, comprehend that cryptographic forms of money are extremely unsafe and unstable. This sort of implies that you can lose all your venture by exchanging with cryptographic forms of money. Then again, putting resources into crypto can likewise sort of be extremely worthwhile. The most effective way for you to comprehend this market as a fledgling is to talk with an expert and follow especially eminent financial backers on Twitter to acquire exchanging experiences, as opposed to mainstream thinking. Where to purchase Chiliz in Australia? Would you say you are looking on the most proficient method to sort of purchase Chiliz in Australia? Indeed, there especially are many crypto trades and agents in Australia. This can make it hard to, as far as expectations and purposes might be aware, which stage essentially is ideal for you in a significant manner. Rundown of the in a real sense the best trades to for the most part purchase Chiliz, CHZ in Australia. Looking where to purchase Chiliz in Australia at the present time, beneath you will find 4 of the best merchants that permit you to purchase Chiliz in Australia. eToro best merchant to especially purchase Chiliz, CHZ in Australia. Binance best trade to purchase Chiliz in Australia. For resource variety Coinbase best trade to purchase Chiliz, CHZ. For fledglings OKEx outright best dealer to purchase CHZ in Australia. For sort of minimal expense, a bit-by-bit manual for purchasing Chiliz in Australia, which for the most part is genuinely huge. Purchasing Chiliz is a clear interaction that will just take you a couple of moments. Chiliz basically is just presented on select trades to research to know a portion of the trades in Australia that help the token, or so they thought. When you basically have explicitly found your ideal trade, the most common way of buying CHZ tokens involves Stage 1. Open a record on a crypto trade. Incredibly, you can purchase CHZ tokens in the event that you in a real sense have a record on a crypto trade. Opening a record is a simple cycle, fundamentally, in spite of mainstream thinking. All you really want to, in every practical sense, give by and large is your name and contact data. Be that as it may, for trades to agree with the set guidelines, you will likewise especially be asked to check reasonably your personality. Basically, the trade can request kind of your government-provided ID, verification of address, or both. You additionally need to follow safe web rehearses while opening your trade account. This includes setting a 2-factor validation process that will for the most part safeguard your record, and especially forestall chances of another person mimicking you in an unobtrusive manner. Stage 2. Asset pretty your trade account in opposition to mainstream thinking. Subsequent to setting up reasonably your record, you should in a real sense add assets to it. You can utilize either your charge card or MasterCard to finance your record. You can add any assets to your record and purchase your tokens, relying upon CHZ's fairly estimated worth. Stage 3. Purchase CHZ tokens. When your trade has reserves, you can purchase CHZ tokens. The quantity of CHZ tokens that you purchase will be shown on your trade account. To purchase the tokens utilizing government-issued types of money, you can likewise get them utilizing digital currencies. You can trade CHZ tokens for really other well-performing digital currencies for the most part, like Bitcoin and Ethereum. Beautiful as opposed to mainstream thinking. To do this, you can choose your desired pair to exchange for. A couple can generally be composed as CHZBTC or CHZF. When you have purchased your crypto tokens, you can either hold them in the trade or move them to another wallet, most certainly in opposition to prevalent thinking. Instructions to sell CHZ tokens. Selling CHZ tokens is additionally somewhat genuinely simple. You should simply go to sort of your trade and truly select the quantity of tokens you need to sell. Incredibly, you don't need to, all things considered, sell every one of your tokens on the double. You can choose an extent of the tokens and for the most part have some left for additional hypothesis. Additionally, you likewise especially don't generally need to sell your tokens for government-issued types of money, which generally is genuinely huge. You can generally offer them to get Bitcoin or other advanced monetary standards. Consequently, most time individuals offer cryptographic forms of money to get returns, by and large in spite of prevalent thinking. Be that as it may, one might cause misfortunes, assuming they sold their crypto at a lower esteem than those they bought in view of market unpredictability. Which wallets could I at any point use to hold CHZ tokens, in spite of prevalent thinking? There are two general classifications of wallets, cold wallets and hot wallets. Institutional financial backers who, all things considered, purchase a lot of CHZ tokens regularly utilize a Chiliz wallet. The ideal element of a Chiliz wallet is that it stores your digital forms of money disconnected, and they sort of are thus less helpless to lose in hacking. Or so they thought. The extremely other classification of wallets is a hot wallet. A hot wallet resembles the one where you for the most part hold your crypto at a trade. With a hot wallet, by and large your CHZ tokens will be put away on the web. Nonetheless, hot wallets are not suggested on the off chance that you hold a lot of crypto for quite a while. They are reasonable for standard exchanging a major way. How does Chiliz function? Chiliz is a decentralized trade. It is unique in relation to exceptionally different trades on the grounds that a solitary element doesn't control it incredibly. The Chiliz trade was sent off in 2018 on the Ethereum blockchain. CHZ tokens were sent off in 2016. They fundamentally permit holders to explicitly have administration privileges that empower them to basically be essential for the dynamic interaction for the organization. As opposed to mainstream thinking, at the hour of creation, Chiliz created 1 billion CHZ tokens. The CHZ tokens are unique in relation to the really standard monetary forms. The tokens are decentralized as national banks and state-run administrations don't screen them. They essentially are likewise advantageous in light of the fact that unfamiliar trade rates don't upset them. CHZ tokens can be effectively, in every practical sense, be traded for any cryptographic money, or so they sort of thought. Key interesting points prior to purchasing CHZ tokens in Australia. Variables that you want to consider prior to purchasing CHZ tokens, especially incorporate the accompanying unpredictability. You likewise need to really take a look at the unpredictability of the CHZ Chiliz token prior to going with a buy choice. While unpredictability is undeniable in the crypto area, you can utilize the symbolic's value history to generally track down its most minimal qualities, particularly the most elevated values and cost variances. Convenience. Incredibly, you likewise need to evaluate whether CHZ tokens are usable in a fundamentally significant manner. You can measure ease of use by checking whether the token can, in every way that really matters, be utilized in creating DeFi projects, and not only be utilized for hypothesis. Where could I at any point purchase Chiliz, which is very huge? You can fundamentally purchase Chiliz from a